to 35 calories of sugar. Why? Why on whatever God's green earth would anyone, we use artificial sweeteners to avoid a packet of sugar. Why would we contemplate making our vitamins a sugar-based gummy that's full of additives and things like that? If I were to ever make gummies, what I would do is I'd make them out of collagen peptides and I'd use our natural stevia sweetener. So your gummy delivers health benefits and no sugar and no colors. I mean, it could probably be done to make a healthy gummy, but I haven't seen them on the market. They're all full of sugar and all sorts of things that I would never contemplate taking with my vitamins. There's an old rule in FDA, if we go back probably 4 or 5 decades, it used to be called the jelly bean rule. The jelly bean rule was that you simply couldn't put a little bit of nutrition, some vitamins and minerals in something that's a jelly bean, and suddenly that jelly bean becomes healthy. As far as I'm concerned, gummies violate the basics of the jelly bean rule. You're still getting a sugary treat. You're getting a candy. That gummy didn't become healthy just because some desirable nutrients were put in it. It's still as unhealthy as it would have been without it.
Okay, well, we have some yummy, healthy treats in front of us here today, and this is the most delicious oatmeal. Andrew and Muriel work on this together. Muriel Angot is a cordon bleu chef, and she's adorable, and you help create the most delicious recipes with Andrew's oatmeal. I mean, I don't have this recipe book yet, and I have to get this.
Yeah.
This is fabulous. Welcome, good to have you here.
Hey, thank you for having me today. And you know, Andrew and I were talking this morning, and we were saying, it's too bad people don't use the oatmeal and oat bran for more things in their kitchen. For example, it's not just oatmeal in the morning. Also, I saw that you were selling the collagen, and I put collagen and whey protein in my oatmeal in the morning for breakfast.
Why not?
Secure, works really good.
Even we brought along, Muriel made some of her chicken meatballs before we left.
Yeah.
And she puts the oat bran in the chicken meatballs. So, and why I really wanted to talk about it, it's among my most perfectly reviewed products. And I think it's 4.8 stars or something like that. And for oatmeal or oat bran, to be 4.8 stars is remarkable. First of all, because we don't mass produce it, it's going to be the freshest oatmeal or oat bran you get. Also, unlike most oat bran or oatmeal, almost all, it's both organic and gluten-free. Originally, we could find organic, but we couldn't find organic gluten-free. We literally had to have it made. So it's organic, it's gluten-free. Most oats are contaminated with gluten. So it's organic, it's gluten-free. It'll be the best tasting oats you've ever gotten home. But we add to each small serving, we add 2 servings of our cholesterol-lowering ingredient. So if this just becomes something that you have a serving of every day, whether with breakfast, or you mix it with your yogurt, or use some of the incredible recipes Muriel's created, this takes the few percent. We all get excited because oatmeal or oat bran could lower our cholesterol a few percent, 3, 4, 5% perhaps. This oatmeal or oat bran, it's the most powerful cholesterol-lowering oatmeal or oat bran in the world, and you're talking about 10 to 20% or more. So not only is it the best tasting and the most flexible and versatile, but it also is the most powerful in terms of cholesterol reduction. And Muriel's cookbook, and that's why she's here, it makes it easy to use it in more than just oatmeal and oat bran.
Yeah, it's actually great. When you order the oatmeal or oat bran, you get my mini booklet and all my fabulous recipes just to show you that oatmeal and oat bran are way more than just a breakfast cereal, right? So I show you how to make little muffins, granola bar, but also, like Andrew mentioned, the meatballs are fabulous. We also have a wonderful
and it makes them moister.
Meatloaf with oatmeal.
Oh, the meatloaf is amazing, but the meatballs, because like turkey or chicken meatballs sometimes end up being too dense, but because of the added oatmeal or oat bran, and she uses oat bran even more for that, it just makes them a little bit more softer and fluffier and delicious. And meanwhile, you're eating something that contains a little meat, but it's actually helping to lower your total cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol, and to do it powerfully. So the cookbook really makes it easy to enhance the benefits of this powerful cholesterol lowering tool. And it works perfectly with any cholesterol lowering drug you're taking. You'll be astounded how it can transform your numbers.
You even have a faux fried chicken in here.
Oh, yeah.
The oat bran is wonderful with that because
It's
you can mix
amazing.
it. It's like a breadcrumb, but it's an oat crumb.
Right.
And that works really wonderful with that recipe. It makes it really healthy and to have something you absolutely love to eat, and so will your family as well, of course.
Yeah.
Love
You
it.
know.
So you choose the servings, 30, 60, 90, or 180, oatmeal or oat bran, and then the information for the book is on the screen as well. You definitely want that
And
book with all these
realize
wonderful recipes.
With that 180 serving, you're getting 360 servings of Cholesticare. And I think 360 servings of Cholesticare is almost $100. I think it's something around like $79 or something like that. So if you just consider the cost of the Cholesticare that you're getting and the dramatically increase, this doesn't add cholesterol lowering benefit, this multiplies the cholesterol lowering benefit of oatmeal and oat bran. So a really great opportunity to make a profound difference while you're enjoying the world's best oatmeal and oat bran.
Okay, so the booklet is included. We also have your book available, and we'll get you an item number at the bottom of the screen for that. But these are beautiful recipes. I mean, I want to try these. They look
they're great.
absolutely delicious. And it's
It's-
like you said, it just kind of takes oatmeal to another place, because it's yummy to have oatmeal in the morning, but you can eat oatmeal throughout the day in all of your different meals.
Absolutely, and it's incredibly nutritious
Yeah.
as well.
And even if you're just having oatmeal and oat bran in the morning, you do that every morning with this product, and I will guarantee you will see, or just send it back, a significant difference in your total and LDL cholesterol, probably 10, 15, or as much as 20% difference.
That is so great. Well, this was fun.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and then we were going to mention a few other of my digestive products because
Okay.
they tie into this. Like oats and things like that, or legumes and other healthy foods, a lot of us avoid them.